Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It is March the 15th, and we have 0.7 months of inventory, and we listed 102 homes yesterday, so that's fantastic. We love that. Jimmy's here with me. Say hi, Jimmy. Oh, cool. Cool.
Turned off.
Well, let's talk about how busy everybody's been. It looks like, my goodness, we're selling 135 homes a day. There's Kane. Hi, Kane. Technical difficulties. There's Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey.
Hey. So we have 2,715 available homes. We have we've sold in March already 1,890 homes, so that's amazing compared to last March, 1,578. It's going to be interesting as we go through the now that we're into the year-old COVID lockdown to see all the things that are going to happen here. And there's Jimmy. Say good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning, Jimmy.
You and Kate crack me up. Do you have this today? And camera issues that I've been having too. So I think we're wearing these cameras out.
That's what Kane said. He thinks you just burned out.
Dives.
That's what Kane said. He thinks you just burned out.
Yeah. Yeah. So catch our breath, huh?
Yeah.
So we put 66 homes under contract, and we listed 102 this weekend, and we're selling 135 homes a day. So there you go, right? And speaking of, let's see, got to collect myself here. Let's hide that. And Jimmy, let's see where my stuff went. We are doing, I don't know, things are acting weird anymore. I don't know why. Let's see here. Yeah, my schedule's gone. I wanted to talk a little bit today about things that people can give value to about buyers, because it is the spring buying season. Oh, we've got, hi. Good morning, Leslie. Yeah. And she's saying good morning to you too. Good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, Leslie. Thank you so much. And there's Frank. Frank, thank you. Thanks for everybody's patience this morning. Hi, Karen. Hello. So, these are some topics that maybe I'm going to hide. Let's see. I'm going to hide you and then put this in the middle, and then hopefully you'll come back in 1 second. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, perfectly.
So there's a lot of pent-up buyers out there, according to chief economists, that are going to keep our market really, really rolling this year. I know I hear some negativity, people saying, "Oh, we're going to have a crash." Well, we're not. We're going to maybe touch on that today a little bit if we have time. So I have put together this new buyer's guide, actually, and I have to get Kane to create a guide today, maybe if he has time, a downloadable guide, because it's the new spring buyer's guide. And buying a home this spring is a little different than perhaps last year, right? People were scared to go out of their houses.
Right.
And so I listed some things that I thought we might want to touch on. So let's get started and see how far we get. And I don't know if I'm going to go backwards or forwards here, but we shall see. Showing the stream. It ain't that one. Show this one. Get this one. Let's see. Hang on with me, everybody. We had some technical difficulties, and I'm not sure why. Let's see if this goes to page 2. Yes. Okay. So, no, that's not page 2. That's not page 2.
You should take me out. It'll make it bigger.
Hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm on the right page. Buying a home this spring should be the next page. So when I got to the office, everything I had loaded at home wasn't there. So hang on, everybody. Hang in there. It's probably on the other one. Okay, so let's hide this one, and it must be this one. This is always so much fun. All right, let's see if we can find this slide. The next slide in the series is buying a home this spring. And where did it go? See, there's a lot of material here, which is good. Good things for people to give value. Come on, come on. Owning a home. Nope, I don't have that one. Okay, well, we'll talk about buying a home this spring. So the mortgage rates are still low. So Jimmy, you would agree that that's a reason to buy a home, right?
Yeah, and 2 slides ago, you had the pathway to buying a home.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Okay. I think that if people don't buy a home, it's partly fear that they don't know the process and they don't want to appear to be incompetent or unintelligent. And so I think that's part of the thing that pulls them away from buying. Well, it's easy to rent. It's easier to rent than it is to buy a house, because on rent, you just put your application, you don't have to apply for assistance, I think, sometimes. Not the smartest path.
So I put this together. Yeah. So mortgage rates are low, and in 2020, mortgage rates hit all-time lows 16 times. You know, and people like statistics. And so falling below 3% at the first time ever, continued low rates in the early part of this year, setting buyers up for significant long-term gains. And here's what Freddie Mac says. Freddie Mac says optimism continues as the economy slowly regains its footing, thus affecting mortgage rates. Though rates continue to rise, they remain near historic lows. And I think we're at one of the mortgage brokerages said 3.18, which, I mean, that's free money, because inflation is usually 3.3% when you're calculating the consumer price index. So essentially, it's less expensive to borrow money for a home loan today. So this is a huge opportunity for buyers to capitalize on right now. And of course, we always know that more and more buying is more affordable than renting. And this trend of low mortgage rates has made the typical monthly payment less expensive for buyers. And the deputy chief economist for First American said that the low mortgage rates and income growth spurred on 18.9% increase in house buying power compared with now that's an interesting statistic. Mm-hmm. I hadn't heard that one before. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So buying a new home now versus renting one may be a game changer, as it amplifies long-term savings for homeowners. When paying a mortgage as opposed to paying rent, that money is reinvested back into your favor. So you're contributing to your own net worth while you own a home. And that's called equity. And it's one of the biggest financial benefits of home ownership. That's pretty simply stated. I like that. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes when you're trying to explain, especially to first-time home buyers, exactly what equity is. And I think that this particular piece of information here is something that people can share on social media out to their past clients, and even maybe do an email about. And like I said, we're going to have a downloadable guide on your Agent Formula website as well, with a landing page too, so that you can tell people, get my spring home buyers guide. Just click here and they'll give you their email address, right? And then they can download the guide. So that's the direction that we're headed here. So let's see if I can find the next page. I'll be like so happy, because these things got way out of order somehow. I'm looking for this United States. Da, 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 da. I don't think it's there. I was so organized at home.
There it is.
Here it is. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. So then you talk about equity in growing. So we said the mortgage rates are still low. We said buying is more affordable than renting. And now we're talking about equity is growing. So we explained equity in number 2. So now we're going to tell them that the homeowner's equity report from CoreLogic notes that the average homeowner gained $17,000 in equity in just the last year. And with equity growing so significantly, you can feel confident that home ownership is a sound investment in your future. And so it shows on this chart the homeowner equity gains over the last year. And in Nevada, it says the average homeowner gained $13,000 in equity. And that's the average. That's not the median. That's just the overall average. And I think our chart may say a few different things, but I think we grew more than that. But again, they may be taking condos into consideration in that, I think. Don't you, Jimmy?
Yes. Yeah, that's
because the average homeowner last year.
You cut out there. The average that we see in MLS, if we look at single family only, is 20,000. You froze up there.
Choose to. Isn't this fun, everybody? I mean, you gotta love it, right? Right? Let's go. Let's go. Right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's really go. Okay. I'm gonna here. So I think that, you know, I think that what we'll do is we'll attach something, another page in here, because we really had more. I'm going to define that better for us. But overall in the United States, 17,000. Whoops, not Jimmy's back. Okay. Home prices are appreciating. So according to, hi, Jimmy. According to many leading experts, home prices are forecasted to continue to appreciate this year. That's a big one. You know, y'all need to, I know that we're in this market, maybe we're in the forest, and sometimes you can't see the forest because you're in the trees. And I think that's the way we are sometimes with real estate, because when they forecast that prices, home prices are going to go up, which means there's still going to be appreciation. And so it's another factor that increases your equity. And according to Lawrence Young, chief economist of NAR, he says, this is great. He says the housing market was so spectacular in 2020, and what a surprise. And the positive trend will continue this year. Home sales in 2021 are expected to rise around 10%. Jimmy, did you hear that?
I actually saw that report, yeah.
Home prices will also climb, but I expect more moderate increases than we've seen, a break for first-time home buyers. Mortgage rates will continue to be favorable, staying at or near historic lows, and the labor market will strengthen, especially as vaccines become widely available and life moves toward normal. I think I put that in the blog, actually, that quote. It's very familiar, but but I like the way they framed this. You know, I like the framing of this. Knowing home values are increasing while mortgage rates are so low should help you feel confident that buying a home this year is advantageous from a price perspective and a strong long-term investment.
Well, even if prices only go up 4%, if prices only go up 4% this next year, which is conservative, that's $12,000, which is $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month you're not going to get from your landlord.
Right. Right. And the bottom line is, if you're considering buying a home, this may be your moment, especially with today's low mortgage rates. So let's connect to assess your changing needs and set up for success in the home buying process. I really like where this has gone. And then they segue, and hopefully I've got it, to, let's see if we can. I don't know why this isn't working, but it's one of those days, Jimmy. There we go. Expert insights for this spring's homebuyers. So this says, here's a look at what several industry leaders have to say about homebuyers may be empowered in the housing market this spring and into next year. So Jimmy, I'd love your opinion here. So we're going to have a class today on listing strategies.
Right.
And I have to think that this buying is, very important for the seller, because, they're going to sell their home and now they have to buy another home. And I think that a lot of sellers are worried that they can't find a home, number one.
Right.
But number two, I think they're worried about, should they buy, or is the market going to fall? We hear that too, well, I'm going to sell my home and I'm going to wait till the bubble breaks and then I'll buy my home. But, Allie Wolf, the chief economist at Zonda, said some people will feel comfortable listing their home during the first half of 2021. Others will want to wait until the vaccines are widely distributed. So this suggests more inventory will be for sale in late 2021 and into the spring selling season in 2022. Wow. I hadn't heard that before. I mean, I should have thought of it, but I hadn't. What about you?
I think there's some people that didn't list their house because they didn't want people in their house that might have the virus. So I think that slowed down the listings, as you've talked about every show for the last few months. The inventory is going down, down, down. And it's a combination of the fact that sales are so strong. And I do think some of it's just fear on the part of sellers. I don't really want people in my house. I'll just wait.
Right. Yeah. Freddie Mac says the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage hit a record low over a dozen times in 2020. And the low interest rate environment is projected to continue through this year. And we expect interest rates to average 3% through the end of 2021. Then Nicholas Beto says nationally, the median listing price for a home is $340,000, with a median one-bedroom rent of $1,533. So it would take 11 months to save for the 5% down payment of $17,000, thinking that you're going to put 20% down. No matter their location, young people who are able to remain gainfully employed and cut back on housing costs because they move back with family to ride out the pandemic, and they'll be able to amass significant savings and likely become homeowners sooner than otherwise expected. I said 20%. I think that's 5%. 17,000 is 5%.
Right.
Yeah, so that's another thing. I mean, people have been living at home and saving their money, and so now that the spring buying season is upon us. They'll be more likely to become homeowners than they had maybe previously expected to. So the bottom line with the experts says, the experts are very optimistic about the housing market right now. And if you pressed pause on your real estate plans last year, let's chat to determine how you can re-engage in the home buying process this spring. And on the bottom line, we put a call to action. So when, that's very important. And then if people want to, they can alter this to put their phone number in there or paste their card on the paper here. And now I'm looking for some ducks. Where's the ducks? Oh, that's not the ducks. It's the ducks. Okay. So now, staying patient in a competitive market. So according to the Realtors Confidence Index survey, we like to reference things from the National Association of Realtors. Buyer demand across the country is incredibly strong. And that's not the case, however, on the supply side. Seller traffic is simply not keeping up, making it challenging in many areas for buyers to find homes to purchase. And then they have a breakdown by the state. And buyer, look at the very strong, dark blue on the left-hand side is very strong for buyer traffic. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen it quite like that. Of course, we're in historic times, so that's why. And then the seller traffic index. It's interesting because Nevada remains stable along with a couple other states. Interesting for that. So NAR reports that the actual number of homes for sale is at 1.04 million units. And that's down almost 26% from a year ago when we had 1.4 million in inventory. So inventory is at an all-time low with 1.9 months supply available at the current sales pace. And in a normal market, that number would be 6 months of inventory, which is significantly higher than it is today. We don't even have 1 month.
Right.
And weren't you telling me that, where is it that they, in Boston, I mean, they don't,
hours,
they have 8
right.
days, eight hours of inventory. Wow. I mean, that's an incredible, we need to get a realtor from Boston on the show.
That's a good idea.
And
it'd make us feel better, that's for sure.
I think we're losing, Jimmy's going in and out. I like that face. So what does that mean for you, Mr. Buyer? Well, if you're ready to buy and you're having trouble finding a home, remain patient in the search process, because at the same time, be ready to act immediately once you find the right home, since bidding wars are more common when so few houses are up for sale. And the bottom line is, let's connect so you have an expert guide to help you balance your patience and persistence in the home buying process. And again, Jimmy, I think since we're having the listing strategy class today, which I'm real excited that we're having it, because I think that, I think that the students are going to have some questions, about the listing strategies when people, I know John has a client that wants to list their house, but they don't want to list their house till they find a house to buy.
Right.
And a lot of people, and I don't know if we're going to see offers, maybe, I don't know, are we going to see more contingencies?
It's hard to say what's going to happen, but I think the biggest point from today's show is that the spring buying season is upon us, and what this tool you're giving us, if we get this out right now, it's the perfect time to get this thing out. It's the perfect time, because you can't make somebody be ready to buy a house. They kind of get ready on their own. You can nudge them along a little bit, but when you show up with the right tool at the right time, now you're really giving them service. Gosh, how did you know? Ronnie Cheng does a bit about Amazon. He talks about Amazon Now and Amazon Prime. He said, what about Amazon before? Why can't Amazon send me stuff before I want it? And what you're doing with this is this is Amazon before. Here's some stuff you might want to think about before it comes time to put your house on the market or buy a house. Here's some thoughts. And you're the one providing this for them. This is spring buying season. This is a perfect piece for right now.
And thank you so much, Jimmy. And here's my take on 3 reasons why we're not in a housing bubble. And I think that these 2 pages are extremely, extremely important. And we have a class. It's almost 9:30. So somebody says, great info, got my real estate fixed. Thanks. Yeah, and so tomorrow I think we'll go into these 3 reasons why we're not in a housing bubble. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to hide this. We've got about 11 more things to go over there in the buying guide. So hopefully everybody will, and I lost my calendar. I don't know what's going on with this stuff today. I know.
Well, my camera didn't work at all. Kane had to give me a new camera, so it is technology.
Yeah, it is technology. So anyway, I have the continuing ed class for the rest of the year. The rest of the month. Gosh, I get all verklempt when I'm not organized. Let's see if I have it here somewhere. Oh, I found it. I found it in my. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so my screen isn't real clear today. I don't know why. But anyway, I made a calendar for the rest of the month, and of course today is listing strategies, and then let's see. Buffini doesn't start. I can't see it. I'm going to hide my.
Buffini starts April 2nd. You know, every day is a holiday of some kind, pretty much. Just about every day is a holiday. Tomorrow is everything I do is right day. I can't do anything wrong. That's the holiday tomorrow. I can't do anything wrong. So tomorrow this is gonna be so awesome. I can't do anything wrong. That's the holiday for tomorrow.
I think we've had enough technical issues for one day. Everybody, thank you. We love you. Thanks for watching us. Oh, gosh, live.
Lots of good stuff for